So on today's hunt, this is actually one of the trickier hunts that I have ever been on in my young career. This one was wild. We got to our lease out at Sierra Springs, a great lease, place we knew we had birds, and we had a couple roosted specifically when we knew exactly where they were. But when we got there, very typical of these turkeys, they threw us a curveball. As soon as we get out, we start changing into our camo and we shut our doors. Not 70 yards from the truck, a big old tom just blows up off the roost. And we do not know what to do because we never had a bird there. It was an absolute surprise. So we just kind of rolled with it. So from the get-go, we were at the disadvantage. This bird definitely had the advantage on us because he was right there and we kind of had to cross him to get to where we were going. But we tried our best, and we snuck in and we got situated and contemplated where we needed to sit. And sat there and kind of argued with ourselves back and forth about where we needed to go. But we decided sitting in our one spot where we've killed several birds out of. And once we got there, then we started doing what we needed to do to let these birds know we were there. And with our decoys in our fields, gave them a few morning calls, and then even mimicked a fly down. So after sitting for a few minutes, we can actually hear some stuff off in front of us, and then we're both we have our attention that way, and then bam, out of nowhere we catch a hen pitching down into our set. She actually landed right there into our set and ended up feeding around for a little bit. But shortly after she had landed and moseyed on around, that's when we had noticed the tom had come out to our left, exactly where we had contemplated on setting up, aside from the spot that we were in. So that's hunting. It is what it is. We went with our gut and we got beat on that one. But also at the same time that we now have a hen in front of us, we have a tom to our left. We actually have 5 does working themselves out. That's what we were initially paying attention to. So at this point, we are about 7 critters in and all kind of spread out. So there is not much room for a mistake. So this tom starts to hang out in the field and work around, and let me tell you, this guy was fired up. So he does his typical business of, showing off, flexing for the ladies out there, because we have two decoys, 2 hens, feeding hens, and our thunder chicken set up in the field, and he does his typical flexing. I really think, man, this guy, he's going to come in, he's going to do it right, and he actually just kind of keeps moseying. He just kept on moseying right on the edge of the field, never came within range of us, not even close actually, just stayed on the other side of the field. Both hens came within range, but he just wouldn't commit. He knew something was wrong. We don't know if he saw us when we got out of the truck and walked in, but he was definitely on alert, and he just kept on walking away. There wasn't much we could do. We tried everything. We even potentially overcalled, but we knew that bird was going away, so it was kind of a last-ditch effort to get him to maybe come back. And that was kind of all she wrote for that bird. So we got beat, and nothing we could say about it. So what we did was we packed up and we went to go check farm number 2. And farm number 2 didn't have anything, didn't show any promising signs, no sounds, no sight, no nothing. And so we just went to farm number 3 real quick. And we got to farm number 3, and we didn't even get to set up. We didn't get to do anything, get comfortable at all. And bam, there was birds on us.
I got him. Shoot him. There's like 7. Are those factory jakes? What? Are they jakes? I thought they were. I know one of them was for sure. Why didn't you shoot him? Because there was 3 heads together. You want to do shoot all 3? You ready? Go. Yeah.
Now, before y'all make fun of me for getting my butt kicked by a shotgun, I would like to say that in my defense, I was standing on a very small log.
Bug coming out. Not him. I'll tell you what, here at Midwest Maniac Outdoors, we don't discriminate. If it's legal, it eats. Talk about a wild day. First drove off to a different county, started off on our main farm, and just got beat by a good mature bird. Get him out. Just got beat by a good mature bird and out of the woods by 6:45. That farm was ruined. He just went the other way. Went, drove by, checked another farm that we have permission on, so we came back to spot number 3 here. We get down, no calling, actually busted a hen, what we're assuming off of her nest, and got down, didn't call or anything, and had a group of probably 7-8 jakes. After I shot this one, had another hen and another tom fly off the tree right there. So hey, whatever. First tag's filled. Like I said, if it's legal, it eats.
So if I had to explain the first week of turkey season for us on the 2019 season in one word, I'd probably just call it wild. I mean, in total, I think we ended up shooting four coyotes in that first week. So we saw more than that. They're lucky that we had malfunctions, and there were some of them we couldn't get to. We were bouncing from county to county, going from lease to lease. I don't even want to know how many miles we put on the truck just to get these birds, but in the end, absolutely worth it. Those are fun hunts. These are hunts that I'm never going to forget. These are hunts that I get to share with my dad. I know he appreciates them just as much as I do, not only for the fact that we get to harvest and eat these birds, but the fact that we just get to hang out. He's going to giggle for a long time about me, getting my butt kicked by that shotgun when I shot that Jake. But that's some fun stuff. That's what makes it cool. We love a good challenge, and the challenge is exactly what we got in that first week. And some people that might kind of scare them off. Say, man, are these birds worth it? But man, all that did was just get us excited for the next one. And we were ready to go back at it the next day. So we hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we're looking forward to next turkey season. I can tell you that much. But until then, keep on laying that maniac smack.